Firms in focus, Kobi Karp Architecture and Interior Design. While some practices are known for their signature styles, Kobi Karp's buildings take many different forms, so we asked how the firm approaches a project's design.
Well, the way we work as architects is we try to find inspiration from the region, from the characteristics of the history, from the environment. We try to find vernacular and contextual items which help us make the architecture unique, so that people who are coming to a building that we designed in China will be completely immersed in another building when they come to Angola or they come to Jeddah, Riyadh. It's a completely different experience. It's a completely different thought process that goes into the evolutionizing of the design.
And how does this approach to design help the firm secure commissions?
The way we think about design, which has to do contextual and vernacular to the community, gives us the ideas and the inspiration. We present that as the idea to the clients. The clients then relate to the buildings in a much more personal level, and then therefore it eliminates any sales that we might have to do from an architectural standpoint.
Show us more examples of these context-influenced designs.
This is a project which was inspired by the natural environment. There is a destination which has these boulders in Dongshan. So we took the inspiration from the historic pagodas which are located there. And also we took the inspiration of the meandering boulders and how the seashore meets the boulders. And that came up with a shape. And that created the site plan, which has the waviness and the 8 within it, which is a lucky number to the Chinese. And then that gave us the shape of the three-dimensional building, which is basically a vertical element, which the function is also to create verticality to see the neighboring community. And that's how the building came about. Basically, this is a resort in Honduras, which we are doing to be all on stilts. So instead of coming in and filling in the land and raising up the building, we're putting the building on stilts, which is the historic way and means a method that buildings would be built in Honduras, the same as here in Florida or Key West.
You have a project in the works that could become the world's tallest building.
This is Empire World Tower, and they're discussing it to be the tallest building. It's like 1,000 meters.
That would be a nice feather in your cap, huh? To do the world's tallest building.
Yeah, listen, it's nice to dream, especially now during depression. It's nice to have wild visions.
While not a large firm, yours is definitely a global one, with projects from Romania to Russia, Israel to even Angola, which is not a place many American architects work.
Yeah, we have been evolutionizing into different corners of the world following our clients. And we have a project in Angola, or a few projects in Angola, which are basically urban infill projects.
Tell us about your workspace itself.
As you can see, it's basically an open concrete volume. The walls are concrete, precast concrete with a beautiful light coming through. So it's very conducive for design, and we're very happy with it. It's a double waffle concrete slab, and the exterior walls are precast concrete panels. And you can see in the windows are single hung aluminum. And so what happens here in Miami, where we have hurricanes, the walls are very solid, and any flying objects get trapped, get stuck in the concrete filters.
You mentioned when we were walking around earlier that when there's a hurricane, people like to come here and they feel safe. It's a safe building.
Yeah, it's a bunker, and they feel safe. And we also have a backup generator, so we have air conditioning. Clients love it. Clients think that this is a very cool, hip space. 10 years before we were here, it was Miami-Dade Police Department. And we haven't kept some of the signs saying fingerprint rooms and so forth. So it's interesting.
Lastly, what are these models?
Wind tunnel models. So all these buildings are buildings that we have built. This is the Caribbean. Yeah? So what they do is that they do holes on the building for the pressure, for the glass, and for the rail pressure, for the uplift on the roof, so we can see how the wind reacts on the hurricane. And so they have the wires underneath, and that's how they measure them.